Hey, good day, everybody. It's Brian Terrian from the Disability Digest. Just one moment while I adjust my lighting here. The sun is actually shining in Vermont. Coming in my office. There we go. Fix that up a little bit. Welcome to the YouTube live session. And today and in these events, what we do is share some big picture ideas on what's going on out there, some of the resources that we have for you. And today I'm going to talk about Social Security disability income and three different items that affect your income, and one way in which you can save a lot of money and not have it impact your disability benefits. That's what I have on tap here today. So thanks for joining. Let's see. I see Roy, you're up early from California. Good for you. Lana, greetings from Virginia, and everybody else, welcome. So, I'm going to take time after I go through things today to address your questions, right? I want to make sure we take time to do that. So, that's what we have on tap, some information, some updates, answer your questions. And so let's get on with it. So, here at the Disability Digest, if you're new or listening to the replay, welcome. Uh, we do three things here. We help people get their disability benefits approved fast. We teach people how to do it for free if they want to, or help them find somebody if they need assistance to get approved. Once somebody is approved, whether they're joining us when they're approved, we focus on helping people keep their disability benefits. The disability reviews are running rampant. About 20% of disability recipients annually are being reviewed now. So we help people understand what to do to keep their benefits. In addition to that, we help people maximize their benefits, make sure they're not paying for things that they shouldn't be paying for, and that they're getting all that they're entitled to. So these are the types of services that we offer here. We give general information on this channel. And then for members, we provide a customized approach based on their situation and conditions and where they're located. We'll talk more about that at the end. So, um, on our YouTube channel, we publish 2 to 3 different videos depending on what's going on. That's newsworthy on a weekly basis, and then typically on Wednesdays, unless I have a conflict. I come out here and very much look forward to meeting with all of you. Um, and one thing I do want to note, if there's is anybody out here in the group a parent of a child that is 18 or under? Just put a yes or no. Anybody a parent? I have two. I only have one that's 18 now, but just want to see if there's anybody out there that is. Um, so with the work that we do, the reason why I bring this up, okay, I see there's a few parents. We just discovered this actually, and there was a video released on May 16th for parents that are receiving disability payments or will be receiving disability payments. There's a little known kind of loophole in the regulation where if you have a child that reaches age 18, the payment to them stops unless they continue to secondary school, not college. Secondary school could be a prep school. A lot of kids are taking gap years, going out and getting retooled. So, two things have happened in this area. Not a lot of people know about it. I actually just found out about it, and I've been doing this work for a while. But if somebody's receiving an average check, a child is like 50% of their parents' check, that's like $8,000 a year. So if the child chose to go on from age 18 to 19 and take their gap year and go to their secondary school, you'd have $8,000 or $9,000. Now, I've looked around here and I did some research that's in that video. I mean, certainly there's some very pricey ones, but you could do that for a lot less. So that's a little known tip. If you know anybody that's got children and planning, hey, share that video. It came out on May 16th. Just look on our video. Oh, one other thing on that. Many people that had children that were in secondary school or continued on, were late getting out of high school, they weren't paid and they should have been paid millions. And it was an investigation done by um, the Inspector General, or OIG, it was Office of Inspector General. Yeah. So that's also in that video. All right. So thanks again, everybody. Welcome. I see there's a lot of folks that are just joining us. And what I would like to know as I go forward, and I'm going to go through a few topics with you, so that I can kind of guide the rest of my time here with you, is I'd like to know where you're at in the disability approval process. So here's what we're going to do. And if you've been here before, you know the drill. If you are have not applied for your disability benefits, I'd like you to just put in the text chat the number one. One, I have not applied. Two, applied and waiting. Three, been denied. Four, you are approved. So put a one, two, three, or four. And then remember, at the end, I'll take any questions that you may have. Okay, we've got a nice mix going on here. All right, great. And if you're still working full time, that would fall in the one category, have not applied. All right, so let me pull up my show notes here. A few things I want to share with you. If you are a Social Security approved for your disability benefits, so you're a number four, um, and you are also a Medicare and Medicaid recipient, right? So you're dual eligible. This would mostly apply to you, or it would apply to anybody that didn't get approved for disability benefits. And I know there's a lot of folks out there. And what I'm going to review with you is something that we've worked with a while. It's called a stable account. And one of the challenges that people have that have Medicaid or didn't qualify for their Social Security disability benefits and just have Medicaid is that when they want to do something for work and earn income, it can reduce or eliminate their Medicaid eligibility. Now, there is a product or a service out there called the stable account. And the stable account works for people that have been diagnosed or had their condition um, prior to age 26, and it's about to change. So we had somebody the other day that had a spinal disorder that was diagnosed when she was in her early 20s, but didn't apply for her disability benefits until she was 42. But because she had the condition and it was treated before 26, she was able to qualify for a stable account. And here's what a stable account does: it allows you to make money, and that money goes into your stable account, and it has zero impact on your Medicaid, and it doesn't count towards your earned income for Social Security disability. And you can put into that account up to $100,000. You heard it right, $100,000. Um, so, and the money can be used for your own personal use. You can use it for investment purposes. It's a great product. The catch is you need to have been diagnosed, treated before age 26, and Medicaid eligible. So, below this video for the show notes or wherever you're watching it, well, it actually this will all be on YouTube, so it'd be below. Just look for the stable account. There's a specific video. They have a phone number. They answer it, unlike Social Security, and you can call them and you can learn more about it. I'd love to hear your comments. Say, listen, I set it up. I started a little business, started making money, put it in my stable account. I'd love to hear that. Okay. Um, Next thing is we get a lot of questions about Social Security, disability benefits, and other income. Like, can I trade crypto? Can I have a garage sale? Can I be an assistant coach? Can I? Right? And there's a detailed information in the show notes, but I'm just going to give you the abbreviated version. And this applies for anybody that's going through the process. If you're a one, two, or three, it's the same, like what counts as earned income as it does for somebody that is already approved. So here's the situation. The Social Security has this SGA term, substantial gainful activity. If you do something to make money that requires activity, then that is counts towards the SGA. That would be working a job at the local 7-Eleven. You're doing a 3-hour shift for days a week. That's 12 hours a week. So that's 12 hours that you are, uh, putting in SGA, right? Um, now, uh, any other job like that you're doing. Now, if you have rental income, for example, from a property, like you have a house, you're renting it out and you collect $1,200 a month, that does not count towards the SGA because that's passive income. We've had people here that have come through that have had insurance residuals, doesn't count. Any types of pensions that you've earned in the past, that doesn't count. You have to be engaged in the activity to have it impact you, right? So this is for Social Security disabilities. What the SGA is, uh, uh, what I'm referencing it. So it's a video below that will give you more of an understanding about that if this is not clear enough for you. So the general guidelines are this: below 20 hours. Oh, by the way, school is another common one. School counts towards your SGA. You don't have to be paid for it, but you have to be below 20 hours of any work-like activity, right? Um, so if you're taking a full load of courses and you're trying to get approved for disability, it's not going to happen, right? So if you're going through the approval process, here's the guidelines: 20 hours a week, up to $1,350 a month, and you can apply for your disability benefits. So 20 hours a week, $1,350. If you're approved for disability, it's different. Super confusing for people, a lot of misinformation. Links below the video that show you the regulation. If you're approved for disability, it's still 20 hours a week, but the amount is $970 a month. Anything over that, you start to get into what they call trial work. And you're allowed a certain amount of months, and then you're considered migrating back onto benefits. So anyway, so those are the two different things, right? So I hope you find that helpful. Also below the video, you'll see that there's 6 popular tools that we have that help people survive, help them, even if you're approved and you're on Medicare Advantage. I mean, there's some gaps in that coverage that, for medications, for dental, there's solutions for that. Maybe you're paying for your cell phone or you're paying full price for your internet access. There's information on that. There's just different things that we've collected over the time that we've done this, a lot of them from you, members out there, that will help you survive. So check that out. Okay, I'm going to take some questions. So this is from Eric, looking to start working part-time and keep my monthly earnings under 970. Good, you know the amount. So I don't trigger the SGA month. Do you think I should have a ticket to work program part-time job? I don't know. I mean, you can use the ticket to work program. There is some general, you can do that part-time. But in my opinion, rather than look for a ticket to work job, I would look for a job that really lights you up. That's something that, one, you can do and you'd like to do. Two, that your condition will allow you to do. And if it so happens to fall into a ticket, right? But I wouldn't have the ticket be the driving force. That's just me. Okay. Um, Donating plasma is not, from my understanding, if you're going to donate plasma, you're not engaged in work like activity. I don't know all the details about donating plasma, but it just, like donating blood or donating other things, it just doesn't uh, seem to be that. Um, okay. Disability through VA, state disability. Um, what's the cover? Okay. So, how do those? All right. So, there's a question here about what other benefits will impact your Social Security. So, look at it this way: your Social Security disability insurance is something that you have paid for every time that you've paid your taxes. Hopefully, you've paid your taxes. If you haven't, you're not able to get it. So, when that money is taken out, it goes into the Social Security Trust Fund and it's available for you if you cannot work and you can demonstrate and prove that you qualify for disability benefits. And it's like a private insurance policy. So, there's very few things that will impact it. You can still get private long term disability insurance and get your Social Security. You can still get your veterans benefits and get your Social Security. You can still get all the other benefits that you have. I've met people that have VA, Social Security. They've retired from service, and they've gotten and getting a private pension. Met an individual that had a teacher. It's got like three different pensions going on, so they don't conflict. That's one of the beauties of it. It's something that you earned, and so anybody's entitled to it. Um, so that's a good point. Um, one other thing on the work topic. Is we are starting next week coming out with a series of information to help you understand what your options are for supplementing your disability and keeping your benefits. And we're doing this because inflation is like what, 8.3%, and there is some speculation already about what you will get for a cost of living increase. And I have that research is going to be done and out next week. So even though there's all this, from now to the end of the year, you'll probably hear a bunch of stuff on the cost of living increase. It's not going to keep up, or slightly might be more than inflation. So people are really feeling it. You just look in the comments and and you can see what's going on, like gas and food and all that stuff. So we have here put together a series of information to help you understand what your options are, different things that you can do. You'll get advice from people that are actually disability recipients, that some have worked here, some have worked other places, and what their tips and key things and influence are. So, again, if you're new here, you definitely, if you're interested in that, you want to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. So you get that upcoming information. My contribution to this is that when I started this business in 2006, one of the first things that I realized is that there was an abundance of people that wanted to work and supplement their disability. And that's actually the reason why I started the Disability Digest. Prior company that I had was going down fast, but I had a part of it that was working. And the part that was working, after I dug into it, had three out of the five top producers were home based workers that were disability recipients. So I'm like, wow, maybe I can save the business by finding more people. I wasn't able to save the business. So, what I've been able to understand from others in going through this is like, what types of work, like what positions work, what is, how can you set somebody up so that they are going to really have a shot to work with their condition, to be able to, you know, get into a situation where they can work and sustain it and ideally enjoy it. So that's what we're excited to share. Okay, so we've got a few other things here. Um, we talked about pensions. Okay. All right. So there's some confusion with the amount that you can make, as I expected. Um, if you call Social Security and you ask them the question, how much money can I make and keep my benefits. You do that 5 times. If you've got some free time for a day, it's going to take you at least 20 minutes to get through each time. You're going to get probably three different answers. I expect you're going to get 1350 at least twice and then 970 once. That's pretty much um, the odds. The only thing I can tell you is the rule is on the Social Security website. And if I were you, I would not take somebody's word for it, or somebody that's in some Facebook group that thinks they might know the answer. I just go with what the regulation is. Okay. Um, so listen, that's it. Been a good group today. Some super questions. I'm here every Wednesday here at the Disability Digest. If you're new or something has changed with you, we ask that you consider joining us as a member or updating your membership. This is general information that we provide, but when you complete an evaluation for your membership, it helps us understand what's important to you, where you're at, what your needs are, if you're approved for disability, where you live, what options are in your area, are you Medicare, Medicaid eligible, what conditions do you have that might trigger additional benefits. There's just so many variables that we've been able to streamline it with that. So, and there's no two situations alike. So having that customized approach and keeping it updated is helpful. Now, if you join us as a member or have been a member here, one of the key things is email. Email is a problem because it's not reliable as it used to be. So make sure when you join us that you do confirm your email address and your membership so we can deliver mail to you, right? And if you're not getting mail from us, that's probably the reason why is that you've been a member for a while and you didn't confirm your email address. Um, so, uh, actually, we have one more question here I do want to take. This is a good one. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about this and some of the work that we're doing coming up, but um, the difference between working as an employee and working as an individual, like a sole proprietor, starting your own business, freelancing, that type of stuff. In my opinion, and looking at how people have been able to work and succeed, it's night and day from the difference. It's been difficult for people to sustain work on a job. The benefit of doing that is there's a lot of jobs out there right now. I mean, there's an abundance of work. The but the benefit of doing something on your own is like now in today's environment, you can do a lot of stuff from home, and that's more conducive to schedules and conditions. But financially, has a lot more benefits for you because you can take the tax advantages of it, and the SGA, the 970 a month that you are, not guess you could say restricted by, that amount is after your expenses are taken out. So I expect you have a cell phone, computer, maybe you have a car and you run errands and different things that you do. And impairment related work expenses are another thing that you can take advantage of. Anything that you might need to make you comfortable or accommodate you for work, not anything, but within reason, there is a tax law that you can use those. So there's many advantages that you'll learn about in the work that we're going to do over the next few weeks for you. So anyway, folks, thanks so much for taking time out of your day. It's my pleasure to come out here and hopefully you find this valuable. I'd love to hear your comments, feedback, suggested topics, anything at all that we can assist you with going forward. And I'll be back here next week. Look forward to it. Make it a great day. Be well. Thanks.